Aziz, what is this about, Aziz? What do you have here? Life cycle.
This one like a second.
Of a butterfly. Well done. Where should we start, Aziz? What do we start with?
What?
How does this begin? Mommy butterfly.
Mommy butterfly lays some eggs.
Excellent. What comes out of the eggs?
Cocoon.
Caterpillar. Good try. Caterpillar. And then what happens to this caterpillar? What does the caterpillar do?
Caterpillar do.
What does he do? He's hungry. What does he do?
He is hungry.
So he eats.
Fruits and vegetables.
And then what happens to him?
And then they sleep.
He sleeps.
And then
He becomes a
cocoon.
cocoon. Also, what's the other name for cocoon? Chrysalis. Chrysalis. Well done, Abdul Aziz. And then what happens? And then what comes out of the chrysalis? What comes out? Oh, excellent, Aziz. Well done. Life cycle. Chicken. Excellent. So what will you start with? Mommy hen lays some. Excellent. And then what happens?
And then
Egg begins to
yeah.
crack. What do you see when it starts to crack?
And then the
Hatchling. Excellent. We see a hatchling. What happens to the hatchling after it comes out? What does it become? It grows. Becomes a baby.
Sick.
Baby chick. Excellent. Then what happens to the baby chick?
Then
The baby chick, it grows and becomes a
baby sack.
mommy hen. Excellent. Good morning. Well done. Aziz, what is your project about? Thank you. Life cycle of what? Of a frog. Excellent, buddy. What do we start with? Where does it begin? The life cycle of a frog. First, mommy frog lays some eggs. Excellent. Then what happens to the eggs? What comes out of the eggs, Abdul Aziz? What's that? Tadpole. Excellent. What happens to the tadpole next? Here. It grows some legs. This is called a froglet. Excellent. And then what happens to the froglet? It grows bigger and it becomes a frog. X. Shosha, what is this? What do you have here? Life cycle of a chicken. Excellent, Shosha. Let's start. Where do we start? Mommy hen lays some. Then what happens to the eggs? It crack. What do we see after the eggs crack, Shosho? Yes, it cracks. And then we see a hatchling. And then the hatchling comes out.
Chicken.
Baby chick.
Baby chick.
And the baby chick grows bigger. And it becomes a mommy hen. Excellent show. Lays some. And then what happens to the eggs? What comes out of the eggs? What comes out of the eggs? Caterpillar. Well done. caterpillar eats
Eats
some food.
some food.
Then it goes to sleep. It goes to sleep
Go to it.
and becomes a, what's that?
Butterfly.
Chrysalis.
Chrysalis.
And what comes out of the chrysalis, show? What comes out of the chrysalis here?
Butterfly.
Excellent, show. Well done.
It's an egg.
Excellent. And then what happens to the eggs? What comes out of the eggs? What's this?
Puppet.
Tadpoles. Then what happens to the tadpoles here? What happens to the tadpoles here?
Look at it.
Becomes a froglet with legs. And then the froglet grows bigger
Look.
and becomes a frog. Well done. Cycle. What is the life cycle about?
A butterfly.
A butterfly. Excellent. What happens first in this life cycle? What happens first?
The mommy butterfly lays some eggs, and then comes something come out. It's a caterpillar,
Caterpillar. Excellent.
and then the caterpillar sleeps in a cocoon.
Eats a lot of fruits.
And fruits and vegetables.
Mm-hmm.
And then it sleeps in a cocoon.
And what else? What is the other name for cocoon?
A cocoon.
Chrysalis. Excellent. And then what happens to the chrysalis?
The chrysalis, some creature come out.
What else?
A butterfly.
A creature. It's a butterfly. Excellent. Good morning, Ridhini. Ridhini, can you tell us what is your project about?
Chicken.
What of a chicken? Something of a chicken. What is it?
Life cycle.
Life cycle of a chicken. Excellent. So show your friends. Where do we begin for the life cycle of the chicken?
A mommy hen lays some egg.
Excellent. And what happens next?
And then the egg cracks. And then come out.
When the egg cracks, what do we see inside?
A hatchling.
A hatchling. Well done. Then what happens to the hatchling?
The hatchling
Hmm.
fully gets out
Of the egg.
of the egg. Then it again be like a mommy hen.
Oh, you missed one. What comes out of the egg?
A baby sick.
A baby chick. Then what happens to the baby chick?
The baby sick. Fully come out and then be like a mommy hen.
Mommy hen. Excellent.
Good morning.
Good morning. Are we ready? Let's go. Let's show your friends. What does it all begin with? Where do we begin for the life cycle?
From the mommy.
What happens? What does the mommy do?
The mommy digs.
Mommy hen?
Mommy hen lays some eggs.
Well done.
Then it cracks. Then one
We see a
hen
hatchling. Well done.
Then the next week, the hatchling comes out fully from the egg.
Excellent.
Then it again turns to a mommy
Hen.
mommy hen.
And what is this called here?
Huh?
What is this?
Uh,
Baby?
chick.
Baby chick. Excellent. Well done, Minmay. Well done. Good job. Good morning, Minmay. What's your project about today?
My project is about a caterpillar.
The life cycle
Of a caterpillar.
of a butterfly.
Butterfly.
Well done. So what does it start with? How does it all begin?
The mommy butterfly lays some eggs.
Okay.
then the caterpillar came out
From where?
from the egg.
Excellent. And then what happens after the caterpillar comes out?
The caterpillar comes out, then it grows
He
like
eats.
a kid, eats everything, and and he wrapped himself, and himself was a cocoon. Then he
Chrysalis.
Chrysalis.
Well done.
Then he is a beautiful butterfly.
Excellent. Well done.
Today is my project about
The life cycle
of a frog.
of a frog. All right, let's see your project and let's tell your friends what you've done here. What do we begin with?
The mommy frog lays some eggs,
She lays some eggs. Excellent.
and then the eggs
Hatch.
hatch,
What comes out of the eggs?
and then there came some
Here.
froglet.
Oh, a froglet has legs. That doesn't have legs. What is that?
A baby frog.
Tadpoles. Tadpoles. Okay, what happens to the tadpoles next?
The tadpole
Grows some legs.
Do some legs. And then the baby cat grows. And then the beast because daddy frog or mommy.
All right, Mirmai, what is your project about this time?
A froglet.
It's about the life cycle
Of a frog.
of a frog. Alrighty, where should we begin?
Here.
What happens over there?
The mama frog gave some eggs. The tadpole came out
From where?
from the eggs.
Okay, and what happens to the tadpole next?
The tadpole grows some eggs.
And
The tadpole grows bigger than its daddy frog.
and there, you missed one word in the middle. When it grows some legs, what do we call it?
A froglet.
A froglet. And then what happens to the froglet?
The froglet.
Show your friends what happens to your froglet.
The froglet grows some legs. Then the froglet grows bigger than its daddy frog.
Or a
Mommy frog.
excellent. Thank you, Mrinmai. How do we write A? Make a circle. This one. So make a circle. Wow, Juju. Well done. Excellent. Make a circle. Close the circle. Close the circle. Beautiful. And now we need a small line outside. Yes, small one. That's it. Well done, Juju. Now we'll try that you're holding, Juju. What is that?
Butterfly.
Life cycle
Life cycle.
of a butterfly.
Butterfly.
Excellent. Sit down, Juju. All right, Juju. What happens first, Juju? What do we start with for the life cycle of a butterfly? What happens first?
Mommy cracked the egg.
And what comes out of the eggs? What's that? Yes, what is that?
Butterfly.
Caterpillar.
Caterpillar.
Caterpillar. And then what happens to the caterpillar? What does the caterpillar do?
It eats
A lot.
a lot of eggs.
And then,
Then the mom
after it eats, what happens after it eats?
is going to sleep.
It goes to sleep.
And
It's a chrysalis.
a chrysalis
The chrysalis grows bigger.
grows bigger.
And what comes out of the chrysalis?
Chrysalis
Grows bigger. And what comes out of the chrysalis?
sesame.
What comes out of the chrysalis?
Chrysalis is
A butterfly.
butterfly.
What is your project about, Johara?
Frog.
A life cycle of a frog. All right, where do we start with? Where do we start?
The mommy frog. Mommy frog licks some eggs.
Excellent. And then what comes out of the eggs?
Tadpole.
Tadpoles. Then these tadpoles,
Grow.
some legs.
Legs.
And this is called a froglet.
Froglet.
Froglet, excellent. And then the froglet.
Grows.
Mm-hmm.
And it has legs.
Excellent. And the froglet grows bigger
And finger.
and it becomes a mommy frog.
Mommy frog.
Again, well done, Al Jawhara. Good job, buddy. Let's clap for Jawhara.
Friends.
Good morning, Ileana.
Mommy
Who? Say mommy frog.
frog.
Lays some.
Egg.
And then what happens to the eggs, Ileana? What happens to the eggs? What comes out of the eggs? Yeah, what comes out?
It is out.
Tadpoles.
Tadpoles.
Excellent. And then what happens to the tadpoles? What's that?
Run.
Froglet.
Froglet.
Froglet grows bigger.
A mommy frog.
Excellent, Ileana.